talked the other day about, you wanted to have somebody who would test you in there. Do you feel like you got tested tonight the way that you wanted to be?
Yeah, it was definitely a test. Every fight's a test in its own way. So Justin Lawrence came out there, man. I didn't expect him to kick as hard as he kicks. So he was a strong opponent. He kept coming, which I expected, but I knew I had to break him. And at the end of the day, that's what I felt I did. I pushed the pace. Second round, he wasn't coming forward as much, and then third round, I skated. Why go in there and fight and bang with somebody dangerous if you don't have to? You got the fight in the bag. Take your win and walk home. I'm trying to fight smart and stay as healthy as possible for as long as possible and stay undefeated, which I'm going to do. So, doing that, you got to fight strategically.
Is it one of those ones where you hear 3:30-27s and people assume that it was just a blowout? But I mean, it didn't feel like it was a blowout all the time in the first two rounds.
It didn't. For me, it didn't feel like I was blowing him out, but I knew I was outdoing him. He couldn't get to me. I would hit him, make him move. When he would counter, I would be out of the way already. So I know that's frustrating for him, but for me, that's how I fight. That's how I should fight every fight. It's not as entertaining as me trying to go out there and knock their head off their shoulders. But at the end of the day, those clean little punches, they add up. A guy that doesn't have a chin like that, they're gonna take one and they're gonna go down. And Justin Lawrence, he's been through some wars. He's got a hell of a chin, and he took a couple.
Did you guys know that was the game plan going in? Make sure that you are backing out of his range as quickly as you can get out of his range?
Not really. We thought he was going to come out and try to wrestle a little bit. No one's came out and tried to take me down, so we thought that's what we were expecting, just because my previous fight, you pressure me, everyone thinks, oh, you pressure me and then I break and then I go to takedown mode. No, that's not the case. So we were expecting him to expect me to shoot, so we were expecting kind of planning to just stay middle and let the hands go the whole time.
The kind of guy that you beat a guy like this, again, we talked about the other day. Now you move up in the type of opponents you're going to get from here on forward. What kind of opponent do you want next? Do you have a name, anybody that you want moving forward?
Oh yeah, I still want to fight James Gallagher, but for me, that's a must, man. That's just manhood. If I call you a pussy right now, you're going to feel some type of way about it. You're not going to want to interview me. You're going to be like, oh, this dude's an asshole, like, what a prick. So hey, I'm the pussy. You keep pulling out of fights. It is what it is, bro. Sign the dotted line. I don't care when, where, how, your gym, your fucking country. I already beat up your teammate, and I trained for 3 weeks. This is what I'm capable of when I actually train. So this is a full camp, and he knows it. That's why he's ducking. That's why he pulled out of his last fight. He isn't hurt. That's why he wants to fight in London. He's not hurt. He's the true pussy running scared, and I want to expose him. But other than that, I'm looking forward to doing a father-son fight with my dad and breaking more history. I got the longest win streak for Bellator, staying undefeated, being the first father-son to compete together as professional athletes besides baseball is phenomenal for this to be such a hands-on physical sport. So I'm looking forward to doing that and, keeping it going and then get my title shot after that.
At any point in the fight tonight, was there a specific point where you're like, okay, I have Lawrence beat?
When I wobbled his leg, I don't know what I did. I think it was the lead leg kick. He kind of rolled his ankle when he tried to step. But you never have someone beat unless they're out. So for me, it was still stay cautious because he's got power. Every fighter's got power. All it takes is one punch on that chin. So I still wanted to stay aware. I didn't want to rush it and took my time.
I think you're hitting what, about a dozen head kicks, man. Did his toughness surprise you?
Oh yeah, bro. He took some brutal kicks. My shin's all swollen right now. So he's a hell of an opponent, bro. He's tough as shit. And, man, nothing but respect to Justin Lawrence. I've been watching him since I was a kid. So it was an impressive win for me. I'm glad I got the win, and it was impressive, It wasn't like I just beat him. I literally outclassed him in everything I feel like I did. He didn't really get near to me. He landed a couple shots, but they weren't devastating shots versus when I landed, there were some devastating shots that most people can't take.
It was big time, obviously, on his side. Did that affect your dog?
Never did. Never has. Even when I'm in Ireland and they're screaming "Olé," I'm sitting there laughing at them. So it's motivation for me, When you come from nothing, you don't have nothing behind you. You have nothing but motivation from someone telling you that you're not going to make it. My high school principal was telling me, oh, you think you're going to make it fighting? Watch me. And look, here I am, Dropped out of college, started fighting, and this is what I put it all into. So that's what it's all about. When you put your mind on something, you gotta make it worth it.